This is Valley News Live at 5.
The big day is finally here. Voters across the nation are hitting the polls today for this historic 2016 election. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Our full team coverage on this season's election begins now. This is video of voters at the Baymont Inn and Suites in Fargo today. We just called over to the Cass County Auditor, and they're saying over 58,000 people have cast their votes so far. North Dakota's Secretary of State reports no specific numbers, but are describing turnout so far as steady to busy. History will be made no matter who the vote turns out. Clinton would become the first woman to win the presidency, and Trump would represent a massive repudiation of the Washington establishment not seen in generations. And you still have time to head out and vote if you haven't done so already. Cass County and Clay County polls close at 8. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump stomped all the way through last night and into today, making their closing arguments to voters late last night. Samantha Jo Roth picks up our coverage from New York.
In just hours, the first polls will close on a day this country has been waiting for, Election Day. And while the candidates have been campaigning up until the last minute, their fate is now in the hands of the American people.
Both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump casting their ballots this morning in New York after wrapping up Monday's nonstop campaign schedule with dueling midnight rallies.
Did you ever think you'd be hearing a major speech like at around close to 1 o'clock in the morning? Are we crazy?
Tomorrow you can vote for a hopeful, inclusive, big-hearted America.
Clinton campaigning from morning to night in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and ending in North Carolina. Key battleground states with 51 electoral votes between them.
Our core values are being tested in this election, but my faith in our future has never been stronger.
Clinton arriving back home in New York early this morning, a few hundred supporters on the tarmac greeting her.
We will make America safe again, and we will make America great again.
Trump's last day on the campaign trail ending with a whirlwind 5-state push, appearing in Florida, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, and Michigan, which have 84 electoral votes between them.
I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you, I promise.
It all comes to an end here in the Big Apple, where each candidate is holding election night parties within 2 miles of one another. In New York, Samantha Jo Roth reporting.
And here at home, North Dakota's Republican candidate for governor is among those who got out early today to vote. No special treatment for Doug Burgum, though, at his precinct at the downtown Fargo Library. It was quite busy there, so he had to wait in line, like a lot of you. Burgum is running against Democratic State Representative Marvin Nelson of Rolla and Fargo businessman Marty Riskey, who's running on the Libertarian ticket. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop is covering the Cass County Republicans race and the governor's race. Let's go out to her right now for a live report on the latest. Ashley, what can you tell us?
That's right, Andrea. It's quiet here right now as the doors don't open till 7, but staffers here are excited for the party that's going to be happening tonight. It's going to be with Doug Burgum and the Republican candidates here in Cass County. They're all expected to come, like I said, when the doors open at 7 p.m., and they're going to be all here watching the results come in. Doug Burgum will be here watching downstairs, and they have rooms set up, and also up here they have some TVs and rooms to watch the results come in. We'll be here all night covering it, and as you know, Doug Burgum, he is an entrepreneur turned politician, and this is going to be an exciting night for him as to see if he will win as governor. We'll have more for you throughout the evening. Andrea?
All right, thank you so much, Ashley. Looking forward to that. Now let's head out to the Cass County Democrats watch party at the Radisson Hotel in downtown Fargo, and that's where we find Valley News Team's Bradford Eric. He's stationed there throughout the night. Bradford, how's it going?
That's right, Andrea. I'm here at the Radisson Hotel in downtown Fargo. There's no one here yet, as this party isn't expected to kick off until about 8 o'clock tonight, but the staff are pretty busy here behind me putting the finishing touches on the party. There's at least one statewide race we're keeping an eye on here, and that's Tim Mathern. He's running for the office of State Treasurer. There's several local races we'll be bringing to you throughout the evening as well. Those are districts 16, 22, 44, and 46. The Democrats in those legislative districts are going after those seats pretty aggressively this election season, and they're also battling the Republican candidate for the governor of North Dakota, Doug Burgum. Burgum has dumped well over $100,000 into the Republican campaigns for those same legislative seats. As Andrea said a little bit ago, you still have time to get out and vote, and if anything develops here with the Democrat Party in Cass County, we'll be the first to bring it to you this evening. Andrea?
All right, thank you so much, Bradford. Stick around. We'll have much more election coverage later in the newscast. But let's take a little break now from our election coverage for a quick look outside. Hutch, how's the weather looking this evening?
Well, pretty fair as our November trend of mild weather does continue into the evening hours. We do have a few high clouds starting to press their way in from the west, but no precipitation falling from those. So if you are voting yet tonight, things pretty quiet. As we take a look at temperatures across the region, still 40s north and 50s, at least low 50s down in the southern counties. Your planner for the rest of your election day evening, 46 degrees at the 7 o'clock hour. South winds fairly light. We'll see those high clouds decreasing in the overnight hours and temperatures slipping into the 30s once again. So another cool overnight. I'll have details coming up here in just a few minutes about how long this mild stretch of November weather does continue. And for now, at least, we will continue to enjoy it.
All right. Thank you, Hutch.
You bet.
On the Minnesota side, we have three longtime incumbents representing District 4, which includes Clay County. Collin Peterson, Paul Marquardt, Ben Leen, and Kent Eakin are a few, and a couple of those races may be close tonight. The Democrats are gathering at the Marriott in Moorhead, and that's where Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson joins us live. Nicole, what can you tell us so far?
A lot of people are talking about the negative tone of the presidential race, and some are saying that it's spilling over to the local elections and going to have a negative impact here. But I just spoke with someone at the watch party just minutes ago who tells me they don't think so. While some people are getting frustrated with the two candidates, they think that it'll actually increase awareness for people to get out and vote, saying that Minnesota always has a top voter turnout, and there's much more than just the presidential race on the ballot. So we're going to stay here tonight and find out what that impact will be and bring you more. In Moorhead, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Thank you, Nicole. By the way, later tonight, we hope to visit tonight with Congressman Collin Peterson. If Hillary should win, we want to find out if he might become the next agriculture secretary. Over on the Republican side, we have Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker, who's at the Speakeasy in Moorhead. Cornelius, what's going on there?
Hey, Andrea. The Republicans aren't here yet, but I'm told once the polls close and election results start pouring in, they're going to be here and I'm going to be talking to them. Now, some big things to watch for in Minnesota are the Senate district races. No statewide offices are up for election, so all the Minnesota Senate seats are up for grabs. And in our area, the big ones are Senate District 1. Longtime Senator Larry Stump retired, so now you have Kip Fontaine and Mark Johnson competing for that spot. Again, that's Senate District 1. That encompasses Polk County, Grand Forks, that area right there. And then, as we said earlier, District 4, there are going to be three Republicans, Jordan Idso, Ben Grimsley, and James Lieben, are taking on the incumbents, Ben Leen and Paul Marquardt and Kent Eakin. Again, Jordan Idso, Ben Grimsley, and James Lieben, they are challenging the Democratic incumbents, Ben Leen, Paul Marquardt, and Kent Eakin. And finally, our longtime U.S. House of Representative, Collin Peterson, he represents District 7, is being challenged by Dave Hughes, an Air Force veteran who lives out in Karlstad in Minnesota. Again, Collin Peterson is being challenged by Dave Hughes, who lives in Karlstad, Minnesota. Now, also here in Minnesota, we're going to be looking at the Clay County jail tax, if it gets passed or not. Along with Moorhead, they're trying to get their school levy that's going to expire in 2017 renewed. And then once the Republicans are here and the election results start pouring in, we're going to talk to them and see what do they do after the results. Andrea?
Thank you, Cornelius. And be sure to follow Valley News Live online for the latest election results. In other news tonight, a history of domestic violence has apparently led to murder in Wadena, Minnesota, and has left 3 children without a mother. 27-year-old Margaret St. Marie is dead, and her husband, this man you see here, Antonio St. Marie, faces the probable cause charge of murder. Formal charges are pending. He remains hospitalized following a chase and crash. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what happened from the crime scene in Wadena.
It happened here in Antonio and Margaret St. Marie's second-floor apartment. Margaret was shot dead, and Antonio fled the scene in his vehicle. He was chased by police until he crashed west of town and was captured.
I spoke with another married couple who lives in the building and actually hung out with the couple from time to time. They said they weren't aware of any long-running marital problems. In fact, they have no idea what may have happened.
Were they having problems with their marriage? Or?
No, everything seemed pretty normal.
Any idea what happened?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
You know as much as I do.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't hang out with them every day. We hadn't really seen them in since Halloween, and then this happened.
Had they lived here long?
A few years.
But a search of court records shows there was trouble behind the closed doors of the St. Marie's home. Just last week, Antonio was charged with felony domestic assault. He allegedly accused Margaret of cheating on him and roughed her up. Antonio was already on probation for another felony domestic assault and terroristic threats conviction in 2012. Sadly, he was under a court order stemming from last week's charge to have no contact with his wife. However, police were not called until a gunshot was heard, and his wife Margaret was dead, and the couple's 3 young children were without a mother. In Wadena, Minnesota, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Police have not released the name of the other driver hit during the chase with St. Marie, but it's believed the person received non-life-threatening injuries. Police are looking for a missing teenager who they say is endangered. 15-year-old Alicia Mitzel was last seen in West Fargo on October 25th. She's 5'4", 120 pounds with brown eyes and dark brown hair. If you have any information on her location, contact West Fargo Police at 433-5540. An NFL football player tells how Habitat for Humanity helped him realize a dream. That's still ahead tonight.
And temperatures above average once again as we continue through November with mild weather. It will not last forever. I'll tell you when it does look like we'll see change in your forecast coming up next.